Today, the topic for discussion is assembly language. In this lecture, we first introduce with assembly level language. Okay, we can see the position of assembly level language is intermediate between machine level language and high level language. So, assembly level language works as a mediator between machine level language and high level language. They directly communicate with the machine level language. As we can see further, what is assembly level language? Each personal computer has a microprocessor that manage the computer's arithmetical, logical and control activities. Each family of processor or microprocessor had its own set of instructions. So every family has different set of instructions for handling various operations such as getting input from the keyboard, displaying information, etc., etc. These set of instructions are called as machine language instructions. So machine level or machine language instructions are the more core part or more the conceptual or the basic part for any family of instructions or language. A processor understands only machine level language instruction, which are the strings of zeros and ones, we know that. However, machine level language is too complex for using in software development. So the low level language is designed for a specific family or processor that represents various instructions in symbolic code and in a more understandable form. Because the basic concept behind the use of assembly level language is that the high level language is more closer to the human part or more closer to the human interaction, but more closer to the human mind. But the machine level instruction, which are the more closer to the hardware platform or are more closer to the computer system, is not easily understandable by the human beings. So assembly level language is work as an intermediator between high level language and machine level language by the use of mnemonics. So the question arises in mind that what is the mnemonics? Mnemonics is basically we can say that mnemonics are used in assembly level language, which are the combination of alphanumeric codes, symbols or name used to define or specify a computing function. Mnemonics are used in computing to provide users with a mean to quickly access a function, service or process and bypass the actual more lengthy code. So instead of going in the more lengthy code, mnemonics provide us a bypass way by which we can communicate to the computer system hardware. For example, like mov command or move mnemonic is used in assembly level language for copying and moving the data between registers and memory locations. So there are a number of mnemonics are used in assembly language like move for easily understandable to the user. Now moving further to the advantages of assembly level language. Programs written in machine language are replaceable by mnemonic, which are easier to remember. Assembly level language are more memory efficient. They are more hardware oriented, easy to make insertion and deletion with respect to assembly level language. Assembly level language require fewer instructions and handle system resource easily. Some disadvantage of assembly level language are long programs written in this language cannot be executed on a small size of computer. Difficult to remember the syntax. The main disadvantage is this, that assembly level language varies by microprocessor type. A program written for a microprocessor may not work on another microprocessor. So the lack of portability because of this logic is the most disadvantage of assembly level language. Assembly level language also doesn't have any system development kit. To write program in assembly language, the internal structure of the microprocessor must be known earlier. So these are the some basic disadvantages of assembly level language.